Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're all having a magical day, and thank you for taking the time to support the channel. We are back with a new Magic the Gathering Arena Standard Best of 1 Mythic Rank deck guide. It's Gruul oil counters. Now you could consider this an upgrade video to my artisan build. The Gruul oil counters, a phenomenal deck that you can play with a budget. You know, you're not using any rares or mythics within that artisan build, and it is incredibly competitive. In today's variant, we're going to throw some mythics and rares within the deck and beat down the meta, because Gruul is in a fantastic spot right now, in my opinion. We'll break down the deck list, talking about the strategies and synergies held within, demonstrating this in the Mythic Rank gameplay footage against the best decks and players in the world right now. Of course, we'll wrap up with our final thoughts, deck review, and we're going to shred into this bad boy as well. So don't go anywhere. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to help support myself as a creator. You can also become a YouTube member for access to all the exclusive goodies, including that Sunday stream here on YouTube. Cheers. Let's take a look at the brand new Gruul deck. Gruul Aggro is the name of the game. A green and red aggro deck for standard best of 1. It has a 3.2 average mana value. Almost smells mid-range. 26 creatures to 10 non-creatures, 24 land in the build. We have a lot of ramp in the deck, and now that's kind of what saves us from being a mid-range build here. Ramping with the Armored Scrapgorger for 2. It's a 0/3 that taps to add mana of any color. Simultaneously, while tapping, it can exile a card from a graveyard, allowing you to control your opponent's grave, but also your own if you need. To accumulate oil counters, you get the 3 oil counters on the Gorger, and it's going to get the +3/+0 as well. So, you know, not only is it ramping you, but it's also going to become an attacker, which is really cool. So you get 2 counters on it, then you attack, it taps, you get that third, it becomes a 3/3. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We also have Gwenna, Eyes of Gaia, for 3 mana, a 2/3 legendary creature, Elf Druid Scout, that also will tap, but for 2 mana of any color, 2 colors, you can mix it up if you'd like, for creatures and abilities of creatures. Phenomenal. Very, very good ramp. But wait, there's more. If you play a creature with power 5 or greater, you put a +1/+1 counter on Gwenna, and then untap it, allowing you to retap it for even more mana. It's ridiculous. You can play multiple creatures. And, you know, this is an oil counter deck, right? We're accumulating oil counters as well, which doesn't ramp us, but it does reduce the cost of our spells, which is really nice, which is kind of like ramp, you know, reverse ramp, if you will. We're going to be reducing the Cinderslash Ravager organically for 6, but it does cost 1 generic less to cast for each permanent you control with an oil counter on it. So you have 4 permanents with oil counters, you're casting this for 2. Its power is 5, so, you know, you tap a Gwenna, here's a red source, here's a green source, here's my Ravager. Gwenna untaps with the +1/+1 counter, and, you know, you're free to continue your turn. You've not spent a single mana source yet. Phenomenal. It's a 5/5 with vigilance, and when it enters the battlefield, it's going to deal 1 damage to each creature your opponent controls, eliminating all of the mites, which is a godsend right now. Let's be honest, very, very powerful. So, you know, it's really cool. Potentially even playing multiple Ravagers per turn if we get lucky enough with Gwenna out, which is phenomenal. It's not just the Gorger with the oil counters here for us, though. We also have the Evolving Adaptive for 1. It's a 0/0 entering with an oil counter on it and receives +1/+1 for each oil counter that it has. Whenever a creature enters play with either greater power or toughness than the adaptive will receive an additional oil counter. We have Miglo's the Maze Crusher, or Wesley Crusher as I like to call it, for 3 mana, 1 generic, 1 red source, 1 green source, as a 4/4, not quite making the cut for Gwenna. So sad, so close. It does enter the battlefield with 5 oil counters on it, though, and you can pay 1 to remove 1, giving it Vigilance and Menace. You can pay 2 to remove 2, giving it +2/+2, and you can pay 3 to remove 3 to destroy target artifact or enchantment, which is BEA beautiful. And then finally, the Evolved Spinoderm for 4 as a 5/5, entering the battlefield with 4 oil counters on it. It has trample as long as there are 2 or fewer oil counters on it. Otherwise, it has hexproof. So protection early on, trample a little bit later, which is actually really good because it survives, it can block, it can be on the field with hexproof, and then as things get closer to the end, you know, it's applying consistent damage with that trample. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove an oil counter from it. If it has no counters on it, sacrifice it. And then finally, the Monumental Facade, a land with 2 oil counters on it, still reducing the Ravager as it's a permanent, and we can put these counters on the Spinoderm so it doesn't die. Yeah? Okay, cool beans. We have removal in the deck, 4 copies of Abrade, 3 damage to creature or destroying artifact. Pretty good right now. And then 5 damage to creature or planeswalker. It will lose indestructible until the end of turn, instant speed for 3 with Rebel Salvo. Again, really nice removal here as well. Protection through Tyvar Stand for 1 mana, instant speed plus X, allowing us to dump our extra mana in for a kill shot on a trample creature. Target creature you control gets +X and gains hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn. We can cast it for 1 for protection. We can go in with all of our mana, like I said, for lethal. And then finally, it's the Olive Involved Oddity for 4. A 4/4 with trample and haste. You can transform it for 7 mana into the Behemoth as an 8/8 with trample and haste. Other creatures we control get +1/+1 and also have trample and haste. Now this is nice because we can use the Gorger, we can use Gwenna to activate and transform the Oddity, right? Because it is a creature ability, which makes it much more feasible to get to that 7 mana. And then finally, on the top end there, we've got the Tyrranax Rex. I call it Sexy Rexy because I cannot pronounce this. Tyrranax Rex. Jesus, bro. For 7 mana as an 8/8 with Toxic 4. It cannot be countered. It has Trample, Ward 4, and Haste as well. You know, this is just going to get in late. It's a lot heavier than the Oddity, but can't be countered. Ward 4 and Toxic 4. So that's going to really help us close out the games in a hurry, right? So really nice way here to go above our opponents, really with no matter what they have. Like, this is most likely getting through, especially as we can wipe all the tokens. You know, it's just a really good combo here. So, you know, you have Defiance and Endures here for utility lands, the Veil and the Gorge for consistency and a couple basics, right? So really not a complicated deck whatsoever, but it's working, and it's working really well. So I hope you enjoyed it and will continue to enjoy it as you play throughout the season. Of course, we're going to demonstrate all this within the Mythic Rank gameplay, and then shred open our Phyrexia pack as we talk about the deck to close out as well. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Become a YouTube member as well. And let's play some Magic, bro. All right. Good land. Missing our 2-drop. Great 3-drop here. Gorger's really good. Just gonna go ahead and blast it. Gwenna, Eyes of Gaia. Pushes up the adaptive. Good for 2. The Filigree Silex. Tap to put a counter on it. Sacrifice to destroy each permanent with mana value less than the number of counters on it, which is now 2. Let's get after it. Down to 11. The nice thing is the untapping of Gwenna there. Or more so the counter, I guess. Good game. That's just a Gruul beatdown, baby. Going first. Acceptable, no 1-drop, not the greatest, but there's good land. There's a 2-drop that ramps. We have our 3-drop as well. Very good. Let's see if they're left alone. The Jawbone Duelist. It can stay for now, I think. Let's pass turn. We do have Indestructible / Hexproof with the stand for 0. X equals 0, that is. Total casting cost of 1. The Raptor. +1/+1. And gains flying until the end of turn. Nice. At least it doesn't get an additional toxic. Right? Red, green. Wesley Crusher in play. And then, I think we just blast. The Duelist, right? Or, I think we actually just kill that Raptor. We do it now so there's no protection. And then we're big chillin'. We can exile the bird from their grave for an oil counter, further reducing the Ravager on their end step, so let's set a stop. We have Hexproof up. Pay 0. Confirm 0. Protect Wesley Crusher. Take out their Raptor. Thank you! Alright, alright, alright. So we're double casting these Ravagers. And they both will untap and apply a counter, as well as deal damage to our opponent. It's beautiful. I think we can only pay the 1 here. For Vigilance. Let's take that Jawbone out. And then we're swinging for 8. Now that's a nice hit. Do they have a field wipe? No, but that is going to take Wesley. You take Wesley because Wesley destroys World Time, bro. Mr. Crusher to the bridge. Good game. I mean, let's just pump up. Attack with all. Take their sentry. And now look at that power, baby. I'm coming over. Woohoo! We could have taken their borrowed time, but why not just take lethal, right? All right, going first. Wow. Woo. Thank you. That's very kind. We got a nice 2, 3, 4, probably killing like a Blood Tile Harvester here or something, I'm imagining. Come on. Minor Slew. Taking my... Well, I guess that's... I was gonna use it anyways, you know? Alright. Miglos the Maze Crusher, also known as Wesley Crusher. Feel free to jump on that bandwagon. I've definitely adopted it. Molteroni. Oh no. It's like an Tyrranax deck or something. They self-mill. Oh no. 2 Kikis. There is justice in this world. I'm coming over. Well, that's a block for sure, right? Or they save it and block the 5/5. Wink, wink. I say save it, you know? The hexproof on the Spinoderm is quite nice. A card that I'm just now exploring with. That's actually a good drop, right? It gives us a little bit more of a reduction here. We can dunk on the gnawing vermin. Hashtag goodbye. And then we're gonna sink in to Wesley. Push, push, push-adelphia. I mean, there's really only one option for them, right? Yep. Now, if we had 3 mana, we could just kill it with Wesley. Hit for 10. Hooey, that's a big hit. They're gonna block it, right? So we only get 2 damage through, but we remove that creature, which we would have removed anyways. So that's probably pretty good for them to take it. And it's back as a 7/5. You think I care? You think I care? That is a massive hit, taking in the lethal. Let's go! I'll pay that 7 life. I didn't actually even realize it was lethal until the last second, because I'm just playing the Evolving Adaptive. I'm so sorry, bro. I literally did the math last. My bad. Good game. Alrighty then. Can I get an AO River? Turn to Gorger. Turn 3 Oddity, turn 4 Oddity. Mono white control is not great. So these oddities will be nice with the haste. But it's still going to be a disgusting experience. Mono white control is really good. Especially when you play second. You don't play a 1-drop. Bro. What could you possibly have? And in Ganja. Being greedy, blocking that 1 damage. Nice HGG. However, now let's think about that. I'd rather it take out the 0/3 than the 4/4. Yeah. And I'd rather it happen again. Oops. A lot of happy mistakes in Magic the Gathering. It's a Wandering Emperor. I hate the Wandering Emperor. So we hit for 2. You're not getting my oddity so easily.
Let your blade do the talking.
This is, like I said, a hard match for us. We don't need to make it any harder. Don't feed them free things. You know, don't feed the trolls. It's a rule all this time. We don't even have trolls anymore and we still have this rule. You know, that's how important and ingrained it is into our cultures. So my question is, how many of these cards in their hand are farewell? 4? 5 of them? No. They've got an Eternal Wanderer as well, HGG. A couple more Planeswalkers. Hello! So we were wrong on which Planeswalker it was. It still is a Vicar. Wedding announcement. Right?
I'll be your shield.
An ossification. Get ossified! It should have been like a cat, you know, like an ocelot.
Keep watch for intruders.
I guess? I don't really know. Just grab it. Like I said, not a great match for us. They're having the time of their lives. I mean, I guess we're just looking for sexy Rexy and just slam home, right? We have the required parts. It's gonna be a war of attrition. You know, are they going to get draw engines to sustain removal turn after turn? Can we continue to draw threats?
We've got the edge
right?
in this fight.
Dang, Coven is active. Creatures with different power. I'm not sure why they're not utilizing it, because they're spending their mana elsewhere. I almost need field wipe. It's brutal. It's not good. It's in fact very bad.
That's it then.
We need to top deck a Ravager. Down to 6. Double draw. So good. So, you know, when we're talking about who's going to win, that double draw certainly puts them on a nice path. We need, what, 1 more mana to activate its ability on 7. Again, I'm fearing that this is too little too late, as we see a field wipe at best, because we're dead if they have single target. Oh!
Try to best me, if you can. My blade has no equal.
Down to 3, let's go. I like to live dangerous. Oh, bro. Are you serious? Is it because people bullied you in school because of your name? I thought it was a cool name, bro. I would never bully you for it. I don't know why you gotta be your going people. Just win the game. You know, you try to get your opponent to scoop up every time by emotes? Like that's your get? Take lethal, you have it. Bounce the oddity and attack. Let's go! Let's go! Should I your go them? You know? Why haven't you won yet?
Remember your training.
Good game. You go first. Okay. Can we top deck 2-drop? We do have protection, so I mean, I guess it's at least another oil counter. Looking for a 3-drop, a 2-drop, or an additional 1-drop. Except for 2, it's not much. Next turn though, next turn though. We have protection for now. What you doing, Willis? The Terse Passer. That's pretty good. Not bad, Willis. I'm sure they have plenty of removal still. I say let's hold on to it, and then we get protection. We also get to push the adaptives up. An additional time. Reduce the cost of our Ravagers. Do not play a turn 4 Shieldred. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh no, it's just an Archfiend of Dross. Which is actually able to stand up to us. We put it on the one that they're blocking, or attacking first. Oh. Well, you're cute. Push up both of our adaptos. Oh man, that 6 damage is massive though, yeah? No attacks. I mean, they might want to just sit here and defend if they can't remove the Ravager though. Which I assume they can. In fact, I assume it's an Invoke Despair. I could be wrong. We're wrong lots. We're also right a lot though. Shoulder's Edict? Not great. Sorry, sexy Rexy. Ooh. And they go for it. That's impressive. That is so impressive. So is that though. What's going on, dude? What you got, Willis? Oh, invoke. And that's lethal. Because of 2 damage from the creature. Wow. Invoke Despair, ladies and gentlemen. That is brutal. Good game. I mean, just, you know, cast Invoke Despair, win games. Our opponent goes first. Let's keep 7. Roll out from here. Adaptive in play. Mono red at the helm. Time to be alive. All right. Almost dead. Let's see how this pans out for us. We take Squee, at least, you know, at Minsky's. We've got really good blockers coming our way, but could be too little too late. That's what mono red does. Right, that turn 1 and turn 2 is just like, gotcha. Oh, look at you go, huh? They still are pushing in. I respect it. Clocks are up, 8 life still. Should be good, but couple of good spells off the top and they get it. Not too shabby. I guess this doesn't have the oil counter yet, right? Kinda wanted to save it for a Phoenix drop, but... Eight life. Tramples up. We only have 5. Oh no, we have 6. Let's kill their etching. Slam in with Trample and Vigilance. The Spinoderm will sacrifice eventually, so it's best to just get after this, right? Can we get a double block? That's what I want. Give me a fat block, baby. Interesting. They're doing some high-level shenanigans here. Thou shalt not defeat me, though. Rebel Salvo at the ready to interact. All right, opponent's gonna go first here. I don't like the hand we have at all, but I'm gonna risk the biscuit. Maybe we top deck a forest. Not too shabby. Maybe we top deck a Scrapgorger. I tried, chat. Okay, no attacks. The Bloodtithe Harvester on 2. This should be fun. Can I get a Kiki Jiki on turn 3, please? Pretty please? We love it a goofy. Self-sacrifice, play the land. No green to bring it back. Corpse Appraise my creature from the grave. Grab yourself a Shouldered. What great fun. Push to 2, no attacks. We are building towards 7. We'll get there. Raise your hand if you love playing against the Grixis deck. I feel like I'm in the World Championship, you know? Ooh, this is fun. Another Harvester? You're a madman. Or madame. Or, you know, whatever. In between skis. You gonna counter this, dude? And they would double block. Ouch! I guess we should have attacked first. Force the double block and then push to 6. Taking them both for 2 and then played the Gorger. Hindsight and all. This'll make a difference. Actually, it will, because if we top deck a land next turn, that's 7. I'm actually going to defend the Gobo to make sure that they only actually make 1 treasure. I don't want that triggering turn after turn. So it's better just to sit here, I think. Sorry, jamming out here. Jerk it out. What a banger.
So this is my opponent. I'm not impressed. You can't fight what you can't see.
So we can't block. That's okay. Nice. Taking 3 to 17 because they've now dealt combat damage. Double loyalty abilities. So that's very interesting. I guess. The adaptive can't attack or block. Let's just take their walker. I don't want that to come back and bite us. It's tempting to go straight for them, but we could always do that next turn. 3 cards in hand. All Invoke Despairs. Probably. I told you, you know? Big damage. They can hit for 5 if they want. Woo! Sexy Rexy coming over. They have 12 with an invoke. I think we could be okay. They're gonna harvest one of them, pay the ward 4. They have to attack with the ghoul first. The goblin. Or play land. There's the land. Wow. But then they're tapped out. And they can't stop this 8 damage. They have 5, 6, 7 they can stop. Thanks for the follow. Do we get Toxic 4 if any damage is dealt? It gets, yeah, it's gonna get all 4 of these Toxic counters. Yep, good game. Woohoo! We just beat the World Championship deck, piloted by a top 100 player. Can I get an Ayo River? Great game. Sexy Rexy, formidable. We need better land than this. Mulligonies. Can I have that first hand back? We're gonna make it work. Keeping 5. Crusher stays, Salvo stays. Stand stays, eyes go. Stand goes. Oof. Hello. Good game. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Veil out first. Mono red. Adaptive as it go. The Phoenixes would actually be pretty cool in this deck. The Spar. Oh, with the anger, getting hit for 4 damage. No blocks, that is excessive. Alright, so we can deal with another land. The Phoenix chick. Or if we get that 4th land, it's nice. Especially if they play 3 more 1-drops here. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Yeah, good block, though. Seems pretty straightforward. Missing our land really hurts, though. Stuek Gruul doesn't have life gain. I guess it kind of does Gallic Readers or something. It's possible. Gal is pretty flimsy though. Really easy to remove. There it is. But now we actually need even more. Which is funny. Let's get the big boy out there. Some trample and haste coming through. I'm a threat as well. Looking for that 5th land. Rending Flame on the Oddity. Get wrecked, scrub. 2 cards left in hand. Ancestral Anger. Okay, Blazing Crescendo. That is so much damage. Good one. Of course. Of course we get to land. I'm gonna stop that, Actually, I think they get this no matter what. It's not a draw, it's an exile. Back to being very good. We take the one that we can't kill with the land. And please, Lord, give us a land. Oh, we're so dead. 7 life. That was a hard block. We lost the ability to... Oh. Wow. Dang, bro. 3 Warfares? We're hard on lands. I mean, they hit for 3 confirmed. I'm sure there's lethal here in hand. Draw, kill the card, and that is not a land. That was a tough one for us. Mono red coming in strong. Woof. Gruul, actually good? I wouldn't mind more matches. We're going to take a look at our stats here in a second. Thankfully, I have all of you for that. And that's kind of the downside to being a content creator is with a new deck every day, I really only get 5-10 matches in with each deck, you know, 1 to 2 hours because we are, you know, obviously doing other things on the side, building the decks, you know, editing, rendering, uploading, the SEO, the thumbnails, all of that. It is quite the process, right? So a lot more goes into it than the match time that you do see. And that is kind of a downside. You know, I love being creative every day with new decks. That's phenomenal. But I wish I could put in more time to get larger data sets. So that's why we have the community as a whole to help me out with that, right? So, you know, don't hold back. Let me know how you all perform with this deck. We're going to take a look at our stats as well, and then we're going to shred into the pack. As far as the deck review goes here, before we talk at the stats, maybe an Abrade and a Salvo can go, and we take in a Strangle, a Flame Blessed Bolt, maybe even a Play with Fire, right? Something like this, and just get maybe a little bit earlier removal as well. But again, you know, this is very minor. That's not super important. So let's take a look at the stats here. Of course, let me know what you think with those edits that we're talking about. Here we are. We have a 63% win rate, going 5-3, 42 matches of game time. And early on in the season, the queue time is a little bit longer. So, you know, there's you know, another 10, 15 minutes added here just searching for opponents. Mono white 50%, mono red 50%, mono black we actually go 0-1 against, and that's, you know, I want more data sets here. We are beating Grixis, which was phenomenal. That was a top 100 player. Mono greens getting the beat down, and Jund, which was a surprising win for us as well. So performing really good, but like I said, we do need more data points. Having a lot of fun with the deck. Thank you to all of my opponents for the fantastic games. You're all incredible. And then again, back to the deck quick, and then we're going to shred into the pack. So again, maybe adding a Play with Fire, a Flame Blessed Bolt, or a Strangle, cutting an Abrade, cutting a Grapple Salvo for the list as we progress forward. Let me know what you think of that as we shred into the pack. Now, I apologize. The focus on this with the new capture card has been ridiculous. It's a little bit slower, but we're going to try our best. And we get a rare art card here. So cover the camera. There it is. There it is. Hi. Hello. Do you want to see the art card? Just don't move your hands, HGG. Right? It's very hard to see. It is a expand the sphere. Siphoner. Beautiful. Nice quality. Dvorak. Beautiful as well. That's actually a really good card. I think we're going to see that be played for quite some time. The Plague Nurse. Toxic 2. I just hate Toxic so much. Conviction. Has Corrupted. The Skullbomb. Blisterosa. Blisteroa. I don't even know how to say that. Imagine knowing how to read while you're a full-time Magic player. A Natural Restoration. A really cool uncommon of the set. Scheming Aspirant. I love that card so much. A Thrumming Bird, which goes well with it. Wow, this is my second Vraska from the box. The first one was holographic. Betrayal Sting. I can't imagine getting two of the same Mythic Planeswalkers in the same box. And then we have a Rustvine Cultivator. Not too shabby. Picking that Vraska up is always nice. You know, I think we're going to see that be played for quite some time. Betrayal Sting in the house. Thank you for watching and helping me focus the camera. Come on. Hello. Maybe it won't ever focus again. We'll never know. I do know that with the new capture card, it's a little bit slower, but the quality's better. See how long it takes? Oh my gosh, that's like a good 30 seconds to focus. But it is what it is. We'll do the pack openings like this maybe, you know, and then we'll never have to focus. I have a new camera. We're going to set that other camera up for the card opening, so then we're not messing with the focus of the main camera, I guess. I don't know. We'll do some movie magic and render that out as well. Cheers. Thank you for watching. Have an absolute magical day. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, become a YouTube member, all that. And if you stayed this long, you deserve to have a magical day. Cheers.